Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Crypto and Stock Savvy. It's your boy RB, here to give you a number. Kind of want to make this one quick, y'all, because I kind of got to go to work here in like now. Got to get ready. So, let's do this. I'm going to start out by taking y'all through a little news. Let me get the page set up real quick. Then we'll transition over. And then after we go maybe 2-3 minutes through the news, I'm going to go ahead and try to introduce y'all to some ISO20022 tokens. Some of these will be tokens like XRP, XLM, Algorand, XDC, and I cannot mention these tokens without going ahead and mentioning two EVM compatible tokens, which are Flare and SongBird. SongBird being the canary network to the Flare network. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. This is something that I had spoke on the other day, and that's about MasterCard credentials going live so they can focus on broader crypto adoption and simplify transactions, guys. So it's one more thing I want to talk about in here somewhere. They got a lot of stuff going on with politics. I really don't want to speak on politics, guys. Um, I know uh, I know all 17, 18 of y'all right now personally, and I don't want to start no strife. But I'm gonna go ahead and piss a lot of folks off. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, guys. Democrats have been fighting crypto. Democrats have been fighting against crypto real heavy, and I find it kind of weird. And the reason being, most of them are extremely like liberal and doing some extremely liberal stuff. So what's crypto hurting? Y'all sign a bill for same-sex marriage, but yet y'all won't sign a bill for crypto. That throw a red flag to me. But anyway. uh, Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I do believe that sheep and Doge especially, guys. Like I said, Doge has made waves here within the meme market. What I mean, it's a meme giant, guys. They do your research. DYOR. Do your own research. But I can guarantee you guys, mark my words, do your own research, find this out because I like to cite it for you, but it's been so long, I know I ain't gonna be able to find it. Maybe I have it in my phone. If I do, I'll link it. But Dogecoin is actually minted on the same in the same blocks as Litecoin. Litecoin has payment value, so we'll be using that for payments real soon. Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, mark my words, Bitcoin Cash. These tokens will be used as payments. So, and Doge being one of them too. So I have high hopes for Dogecoin. All of you should, honestly. I'm gonna do some more research on that. Jasmine Coin is actually a token that somebody told me to invest in a while ago. I actually missed out because I want to say he probably up by 600-700% since he told me that. So I missed out on that one. And it looks, if this is true, them signing a partnership with Apple. Now I'm not gonna promise no dollar. I think it was like 4 cents last time I looked at it. But put it like this, man, something like that, and you get a partnership with Apple. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I believe it can definitely. It said 4 cent. I definitely think you can get a 5x out of it and get it at 20 cent, especially in the bull market. So with that being said, we're gonna go down. Okay, guys. So we have people accumulating Dogecoin. Great. Litecoin is leading Cardano by 12 times. In what though? Higher transaction activity. Okay, well yeah, Cardano's a ghost town. Um. Oh, and another thing too, guys. Right now, and I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap up the news. section for the day. But right now, guys, since the market is really just consolidating and moving sideways, we trading sideways, Bitcoin and stuff. Now it's probably a halfway decent time for you guys to start dollar cost averaging in and kind of getting your bags up. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. We have been consolidating, and I want to have that red. The reason why I did that as a red line is two red lines really. It's because those are our two supports. And what I mean by support is usually on average, every time that we go above or either below that red line, it being our support, when we have any kind of rejection against higher or new prices for Bitcoin, we tend to go back towards these supports, meaning where people really feel comfortable at buying Bitcoin or either, whatever said token, the underlying token that we're trading. Now, the reason why I have two lines here is because, okay, if you notice, we have a little bit of support here around, well, mainly we have a lot of support right now for 60, what's that? 65,000. If we fall below 65,000, our next support will be at 60. You can go ahead and call it like, really I could afford to bring that up just a little bit. About right here. So I say our next support is going to be around 62. If we fall under 62, I'm going to say that we'll probably be around the $59,000 price range. But anyway, as you can see, we are consolidating in between this 71,000 and 67,000. So with that being said, if we fall below the 67,000, guys, I would probably set some buy orders in somewhere in between like 67 and 65. If it falls below 65, I definitely place a buy order in somewhere in between like. And I always set mine a little higher than my targets, just in case they don't reach my target. So just say I have in my mind, I got an idea that, okay, if it reject or we reject this 70,000 again and we come back and fall below our support, I'm gonna set mine at like 66,000, even though I got my support at 65. And the reason being, it usually happens at a time where I'm least expecting, or I'm at work or busy, or I don't have my phone by me, or somewhere where I can't trade. So if I go ahead and set the buy order, it buys it for me automatically, boom. So as soon as it touch my mark of support, it usually, like I said, guys, it usually bounces right back off of it. So if you have it already in, you'll be the one that bounces, gets it at that price, and then it goes back up, and immediately you're kind of in the green. Really, you ain't never in the green until you sell in the green, guys. So take that. You'll never really lose a trade until you exit the trade, if that makes sense. But don't be dumb and expect for a trade you $2,000 in the red and you expecting that no. Learn how to set stop losses, take profits where you can, and just like I said, learn the markets, really learn yourself, your what's the word I'm looking for? Know your budget. Know what you're willing to lose, know what you're willing to spend, and know when you need to take profits. Alright, now we're going to move on with, and I'm going to introduce you guys to these ISO20022 tokens. And I'm going to start y'all off, like I said, with my watch list. These are our main ISO22 tokens for the time being, okay? First, I want you guys to stop and pick up XDC Network, otherwise known as Zenfin Network. Basically, it is a layer 1 blockchain, EVM compatible too, but it is also ISO 2022. So basically, XDC handles smart contracts just like Ethereum does. We're gonna take a step back. Another one that I want you guys to really dive into, besides XDC, is gonna be XLM, Stellar Network. Okay, this is gonna be a form of payment. Another one too, if you don't know, if you haven't heard me ever talk about it, the big dog, XRP. Um, I need for you guys to oh, whoa, 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 I don't like that. Um, I really need for you guys to get your bags up on XRP. Um, and I'll explain why. So besides those three well, actually, no, let me give you some more. I'm gonna need for you guys to do your own research about Hedera, um, Solana, Algorand, right here, um, Flare, and SongBird. And the reason why I need for you all to get these tokens is because, okay, with Flare and SongBird tokens, I'm gonna show you guys how you can actually get the APY that I was telling you about on the intro videos. Show you guys how to treat your crypto like a savings account and actually earn annual yield for it. Okay, I'm gonna start you off with the SongBird network because the SongBird is the Canary network. And now the way the Canary network works is basically a Canary network is the testing grounds for the main network. So everything that Flare will ever have or ever will have will come to SongBird first and be thoroughly tested with real world value. Okay. Let me refresh this for you guys. You can see all the pools. Alright guys. So alright. You know how I was telling you with Songbird you can actually earn APY. Now this is not a lot. I'm gonna show you some of the higher yields on the Flare network later. But like I said, everything gotta start here on the Songbird network first. So just say you had some Ethereum and you had um, an equal amount of Songbird tokens. What you can do is actually provide both of those tokens into a liquidity pool, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. I really don't have a. We got some XDC, and we have some Songbird, but I don't have enough Ethereum on here to actually invest in the pool. But I'm gonna show you guys. What you would do is actually you would go here, you would go to DEX. Once you go to your DEX, you would go to liquidity. Alright, and they'll show you all the tokens that you can provide liquidity for. So basically when you provide this liquidity, you are giving other people access to basically make trades and swaps. So just say I add liquidity of Songbird and X Ethereum. I'm giving the platform permission to hold and let buyers make trades, Songbird to Ethereum, vice versa, back from Ethereum to Songbird, etc. But what I'm doing, since I provided liquidity, the network is actually going to pay me the fees that the other people have to pay for the swaps. I'll get that as profit. Okay, you'll go here, you'll go to stake. Now if you like to, you can stake just Songbird and they will actually split it in half for you and give you a certain amount of Ethereum. But what they do is actually burn that Songbird token so they can transfer that value to experimental ETH. But with that being said, just say I don't really have a lot of ETH. I can't really do the equation. I tell you what, the pool is closed, but I'm gonna do it as an example through this Songbird and experimental XDC pool. So if I wanted to provide liquidity for this pool, guys, only thing I would have to do is come over here, press 100%. The network automatically knows that I have 46,000 Songbird tokens and 5,000 XDC tokens. But like I said, the numbers of both have to be balanced. You have to provide the same actual amount in, financial actual dollar amount. So if you have, just say it's $300 of Songbird, it has to be $300 of XDC too. You see what I'm saying? For you to provide this liquidity. But once you hit provide liquidity, what they would do is actually provide you a LP token, which is a liquidity pool token. So what you would do to actually redeem that liquidity pool token, because it does have a value, um, you would go over, you would go back to farms, because you can farm that liquidity pool token. The token that you have, you can farm for 44%. That token has a number value, and it's going to be $600. If it was 300 and 300, it would be $600. So you would get 43 or whatever the amount is, 43% of that $600 if you add that liquidity pool token to their farming pools. Like I said, that's the SongBird network, and everything that is on the Flare network has to first come in. So I'm gonna go ahead and transition you guys over to the Flare network, show you some of the APYs. Now another thing too, guys, these APIs are highly likely to change. Reason being, a lot of time it's a lot of fluctuation in the price, the market, stuff like that. It's a little bit of thing called impermanent loss, and I'll further explain all this a little later. This is just a quick intro before I head to work. Alright guys, so we are back. I've swapped over to the Flare network, and I just want to show you guys some APYs that you can get if you own Flare and something like Quant or Ethereum, or what else they have on here, a little company called Bones, and I believe that is a NFT platform that has started or been launched here on the NFT forums. So with that being said, in my case, I don't really have a lot of stuff on Flare right now, because I'm actually going to transition, when that time comes, my things from the SongBird network into the Flare network, and I'm going to walk you guys through that. When that time comes, I'm going to be right here to hold your hand. So with that being said, just to show you, if you wanted to start here on Flare, you actually don't have to start on SongBird, but what I mean by things of start on SongBird first is like the tokens themselves will come to SongBird first. Okay, our main tokens like XRP, XLM, XDC, um, they'll be on the SongBird network first and extensively tested. You have to think about it. Everything here on the Flare network has been tested through its own network. Things like Ethereum, Quant, these things have been rigorously tested on Ethereum's blockchain as it is. So they go straight to Flare networks. They have been proven to work successfully. Um, so they go ahead and make it there first. So if you owned, and I'll show you guys how to bridge some of these currencies too. Just say you wanted to bridge everything that you had from the Ethereum network. You already got most of these tokens on the Ethereum network. You wouldn't have to buy them on the Flare network. What you would do is actually bridge these over. So we would come here to bridge, and these have access. This API has access to a metamask, which also has access to everything on my Ethereum blockchain and all of my EVM compatible chains. So if I wanted to bridge some Ethereum or either Quant from the Ethereum network to the Flare network, it would give me, I don't have any to bridge. Well, I got some Ethereum I could bridge, I think. Okay. Well, first you have to wrap these tokens, which is simple enough too. I'll show you guys how to do that. But you don't have to wrap Quant. So if you just wanted to send it over, you would send it over. And these addresses are the same, since it is an EV compatible address. Your Flare, Ethereum, SongBird, Polygon, all these networks, you will have the same address. The address will be the same. Now you could receive it on a different address if you like, but I wouldn't recommend that. Just make it simple for yourself. That way you don't have to type in the address and take the risk of actually losing any money from sending it to the wrong address. So just say we had 10 Quant, and we wanted to bridge those over. That's the actual Quant that I have in my Ethereum account, which is pennies. But anyway, I could bridge that over, but they're gonna make you pay a small fee in Ethereum. So no biggie, you'll make that money. But anyway, let's go back to the forms, and I'll show you the APYs that you could get for that quant and your flare. So quant and flare together is going to be a lower risk pool, should I say. Anything that's higher risk, guys, is going to have a way higher percentage. Now, if you want to get into those are fine, but I kind of try to like to stay in between the, um, they did have some that was up at 140. Then they usually come down. This is a pretty safe site, guys. Really, you can invest in either one of these and just go ahead and just kind of get your APYs. But for me, I know that some of these will be around a little longer than the others. Like Flare and the Quant pool will probably be here for a while. Flare and the Ethereum pool will be here for a while. Because like I said, these two are highly used within the Ethereum network. They will continue to have a lot of value. Helium is actually Innocent's token for Flare. It's like an exchange token, so they pay out in it. But what I do is I always come back to the DEX and actually swap all of my earnings back to Flare and just take my profit like that. And actually, I just kind of snowball effect mine, or I like to have a compounding effect. So I usually put that right back into the same liquidity pool. Um, But like I said, guys, here over on the Flare network, you'll have a little bit increased APYs for some of the, higher end tokens if you wanted to, or should I say lower end tokens. Um, Tether, which is, US based money, USD, US dollars tethered to crypto, and APSI, you can get 103% for that. You can get, this is an easy one to do, Helium, because I want to say Helium is like 7 cents and Quant is 100 something bucks a piece, maybe like 90 right now. But you can get you a good 66% APY off of that. Um, Alright, y'all. So what I wanted to do before I wrap up the video is I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all these links for Flare networks. That way y'all can have access if you want to go ahead and get invested, and SongBird. So what I usually do is but they changed it. What I usually do is this: I create a new page, start a new page, go to Flare networks, and I will link this one too so y'all can read about Flare. But maybe they fix this. Nope, I don't think they have fixed this yet. Okay, let's take it to the Flare portal. Here we go. All right, y'all. So once I link it on, they have fixed it. That link, hyperlink on the page. So I'm gonna go ahead and just link Flare's page. And what you'll do is you'll go over here to come to use, and you'll go to Flare portal. Okay. In that Flare portal app, it's gonna take you to your app. You'll be able to change between the SongBird and Flare network at the click of a button. So I'm gonna explain this to you guys. With the Flare network, if you like to, I will go ahead and get yourself invested in Flare. Wrap your Flare and delegate these. They will give you they're gonna basically they give you a Flare drop once a month, and then they give you rewards on delegating that out. I have forgot the percentage, but I wouldn't say that it's like 10. It's not gonna be anything like the APYs that we're getting, but it is free money if you just gonna let it sit there stagnant. Um, I'd say I had around like 49,000 Flare tokens, and I actually put them in my delegation account, and they had the monthly distribution. I want to say I collected on my 49,000 Flare tokens, I collected about 1,500 extra tokens. At the time, I think it was only like 60 bucks, but that was $63 for that month I had to do nothing for. So, if you like, you can also stake Flare through your metamask. I want to say it's I forgot the percentage. I have to do a little research, but I want to say it's like 9 or 10% APY. And you can just kind of grow this account. But the thing about staking Flare, if you want to stake this Flare, you have to have a balance of 50,000 Flare. I want to say right now, 50,000 Flare is going to probably be in between $1,200 to $1,500. Not a lot, but it is a nice little chunk of change. Um, Now, with Songbird, you cannot stake it, but you can earn delegation rewards. So, just say I wanted to delegate these 46,000 Flare, Songbird, and let those people who I delegate to use those as my as their voting power. Voting power. I will be able to claim rewards. Like right now, I have a zero balance, and I'm able to claim from last month that point 13, even though it's nothing in that account. Um, Now, if I was to wrap this Songbird and delegate it, I would be able to claim way more on my next delegation. On the Songbird network, I believe they give out delegation rewards every 7 days. On the Flare network, delegations will be passed or rewarded, should I say, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every Tuesday and Thursday. So I always check back. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get you guys linked with that NSA to swap. So let's see. I don't want to just give you guys just the decks. I mean, you can swap over, but I want to give you guys the main page. And then, like I say, I gotta get out of here, guys. Go ahead and try to get ready for work. Yes. Okay. Product gallery decks. And this is gonna be the link for Edison, Anosis, or however you say it. So we're gonna link this. Anosis Global, guys. That's gonna be the name of the page. You come back over to the decks. It's gonna take you through, where you need to go. You just go to use product, and basically it'll bring up, populate everything. Now, I highly recommend go ahead and getting a web browser, metamask link. If you use Google Chrome, I would just add that extension, and that way metamask, once you get onto it, uh, let's go to the expanded view. On metamask, I would actually go ahead and create your main Ethereum account. Do that first, but I would also stop by here at chainlist.org and go ahead and connect every chain that I was telling you guys about. So Songbird, you would type those in, click connect wallet, and it'll go ahead and automatically add that network to your MetaMask wallet for you. Flare, it would do the same thing. What is going on my F button? Alright, so Flare, we can hit add to MetaMask, even though these accounts are already on my MetaMask network. Basically, like I said, guys, these are EVMs, Ethereum Virtual Machine chains. So they are built on top of Ethereum. So they are easy to bridge all these coins to. Polygon, that'll be another one that I would add. Avalanche, I would add that one. I told you about Flare, Songbird. I will go ahead, even though I'm not sure how legitimate it is. HBAR does have a main net, and I'm gonna do my research to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this is how they gonna either manage to get HBAR on Flare or either Songbird's network is through this API, this EVM chain right here. I believe Algorand has a no. Which other one was actual EVM? XDC. I need you all to add that. Need you to add the XDC chain. And it's going to be XDC network, not the Apothem network. That is a test network. Do not add, well, you can, but do not add that. Add this network, XDC. Click at the add MetaMask, and then you should be able to come back over to the NSA portfolio or program platform, and you'll be able to start earning that APY we've been discussing. But you first have to add XDC to your MetaMask portfolio. Otherwise, you will not be able to do this. These are all the networks that I highly recommend adding to your MetaMask profile. Filecoin, that's another great one. You want to invest in that. You'll actually be earning APY on Flare Network from Filecoin as well. Uh, Energy Web Chain, Ethereum Classic, Hedera Mainnet, XDC, Avalanche, Flare Mainnet, Songbird. I would start with those. What else did I need to show you guys? And like I said, I am gonna link all this in the description of the video. That way you'll have access to do it. But first, like I said, guys, make sure you have a web browser extension for Chrome, and the best one to get is going to be MetaMask, guys. I would probably just go ahead and get the MetaMask. That way, if you ever decide to get you a hardware wallet, it'll be easy to actually control the web browser wallet from your hardware wallet. Well, alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I appreciate you